Hello, everyone. We are back again. And as you know, I'm Veronica Nzu, your host at Startup Hustle Podcast. Always know that this is powered by Swahili Design Lab. Today, I bring you a very vibrant young person who is going to tell us everything about some very interesting topics. So just sit tight, stay tuned. And before you even go, we dive into this conversation with this young, brilliant person. Kindly just go to our social media platforms at Swahili Design Lab. Go there, like, share, comment, and subscribe also to our YouTube channel at Startup Hustle Podcast. So let me invite you guys to our very third guest, who is from around Mombasa. So, karibu.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. This is a special invitation
Yeah.
by the Startup Hustle podcast,
Yeah.
of which I'm happy to be part of this. I'm looking forward to leaving an impact today. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so can you just tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do? We really want to know who you are, like, not me alone.
My name is Ian Munene.
Yeah.
I'm the current president of the Architecture Students Association, Technical University of Mombasa. Well, I'm a graduate. I recently graduated with my first degree, my first 4 years degree. I'm currently pursuing my second degree, of which I've completed the 5th year just last week. As well, I'm a person who is ambitious and someone who welcomes change. And out here, I have friends, I've made friends, and even today, expect to make more friends.
Okay, I see you're a very social person. And you're the president, yo.
Yeah.
How is it like to become a president? This thing starts from small, yeah?
Yeah, there's a saying that goes that you cannot despise humble beginnings.
Okay.
So me becoming a president, it's something I dreamt of long ago.
Yeah.
As I was growing up, my mom kept inspiring me to become a leader.
Yeah.
So when I came to join the Technical University of Mombasa,
Yeah.
I felt that there are a few things that if I be given the chance to lead, I
Yeah.
can bring some change for the students. So I started making friends, as I've said, and they felt that I can become their leader. They elected me to be their president. That was last year. And so far, so good. We have done a lot of work for the students.
So unatimiza.
Tunatimiza hadi manifesto ndio
Inafanya kazi.
inafanya kazi. Yeah.
Okay, that's really impressive. You've spoken like a true leader.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and that's really impressive. So tell us more about the architect world, or the thing that you are diving into, or the course or the career that you're taking. It's your second degree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's like to become an architect, an upcoming architect?
Architecture is a broad field. So when you get to join architecture school, at first you are inspired by the biggest architects in the world. You have these expectations of becoming a renowned world architect. But when you get to school, you realize that there are many of you who have qualified to be architects. So now you have to humble yourself, get through the training. Then after some years, that's when you get to figure out your strengths. So personally, after completing my 4th-year degree,
Yeah.
I realized that I have this specific interest in visualization of designs and making like concepts being seen in the real world through 3D renders and animations.
Yeah.
Of which I think this is something that started through my parents, because they exposed me to PC games early enough.
Oh, yeah.
in my primary school, and yeah, that's my area of specialization when it comes to architecture.
Okay, so in the next coming years, you're going to design my house.
Yeah, yeah. I would be glad to design your houses, Veronica house to be precise.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward.
2030. You have
Yeah,
that
we
contract.
can even bring it closer, but yeah, when the time is right, we'll showcase our skills.
Okay, so let us just go to already we know why you studied or you took the career of architecture. We've seen that architecture has got a lot of challenges, especially for the students and also for the people out here who have taken who have already pursued the career of architecture, are really crying, saying that there is no jobs, there is no opportunities. So, what can you tell us about that?
Okay, personally, my approach is to guide my colleagues. I've begun with small efforts with a brand that I run, and I've engaged several colleagues. Through the small tasks I've managed to get in the field out here, I engage them. But one word that I always tell my colleagues at school, being their leader, being part of them, I tell them that your own network will pay you. Like that extra person, that extra contact you add in these social events, the new phase you get to meet and exchange the contacts. These are the people who will provide the opportunities for you. So I would not encourage anyone, especially as young future designers, to be alone. We need to put out ourselves out there. If it matters, events, seminars, workshops, we be part of them and make people know like our area of specialization.
Okay, so like being the president of architecture, is
Yeah.
it that or is architect? Am I saying it right?
Well, I'm the I lead an organization, an association for the students, basically that follows up on the students' welfare.
Okay.
So it's the Architecture Students Association, but uh, in uh, in most cases that people refer to it as ASA.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have ASA for the different universities that offer architecture in the country, and now we have the broader ASA now, which is the ASA Kenya, that brings on board the different leaders from the different ASAs. Yeah, the
So you-
ASA TUM, ASA TUK, ASA JKUAT, ASA KU, and ASA UN.
Okay, so you are the president of Asatuk. Asatum.
ASA TUM to be precise.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
the ASA, I've forgotten the nani. What does it do? What do you do to maybe inspire other architects, upcoming architects in your area of expertise, ama in your school?
Okay,
In the university.
majorly ASA, our aim is to uh, bridge, to set up a bridge between the industry professionals in the current industry out there and the students at schools. And the specific, uh, uh, like, maybe the architecture students. I forgot to mention that ASA as well accommodates the quantity surveying students. So our role is to bring and set up platforms that these industry professionals can come and interact with the students, get to familiarize with like what the students are facing on day to day, and they as well mentor the students on what awaits them outside there in the construction industry. I would also want to touch on matters welfare.
Yeah.
That's a role we really emphasize as the ASA Council. Like we get to monitor like the social well-being of all the students, because for productivity, that the students need to be mentally okay, physically sound. So we touch on matters, the how are they, like the state, their mental state, and we really follow up. If we notice maybe some slight change on someone's behavior, because the council itself has 14 executive members. So in each class, they are distributed. They get to monitor like what's the welfare of our students, what's affecting them, and how can we help a specific maybe student without her or she, he or she feeling like we are discriminating her. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, let me just ask this. The ASA is like a program or an organization,
It's an association for the
an
students.
association. Yeah. So the ASA association,
Yeah.
how does it help these students maybe after they're done with their uni?
Okay. The ASA provides a platform where the students are able to interact with the professional bodies now. Because now, after the studies, the next phase is becoming a professional. Without wasting time, you need to get into a body that will guide you and mentor you throughout. So the professional bodies reach out to the students through the ASA associations. They get to be part of your events, may it be meet and greets, career talks. And in such platforms, that's when now you get to create that rapport between the students and the professionals out there. So mentorship is the key aspect in all this.
Okay, so ASA can connect you to the government institutions, stakeholders out here.
Well, it's more of private firms that the lead consultants come to our campus. Not more of the government, but as well, the meetings that involve stakeholders in the built environment. We get a chance to be invited in such through the professional body, the Architecture Association of Kenya. They give some slots for the students, and that's how now we can able to access the government through the professional bodies. So it's the association, then the body, then the government.
Okay, so maybe you're taking architecture as a career course, right?
Yeah.
So, and right now we're talking about sustainable development goals. So, how do you see architecture being aligned with the sustainable development goals, or is it something that you guys pursue in the university beforehand?
Well, part of our training, we have sustainability aspects that we are taught, being part of the course units. And being taught this knowledge, the expectation is that when you get to do an actual design, you incorporate the various aspects you've learned. And more of in Mombasa, we design, we can't ignore sustainability.
Yeah.
Because we have to introduce breathable spaces. We have to introduce spaces that are naturally light. Like, because lighting is an issue when it comes to comfortability of the occupants. So it's something that is really taught to and instilled on us before even we come out here and start maybe working.
Okay. I mean, that's really impressive if this is right now being implemented in schools.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a very incredible thing. Let me just go back to the ASA Association. How does ASA Association impact the community? Apart from the architects community in the university, how do you guys also like engage with the community or the society at large, maybe around your area?
Yeah, the presence of ASA is felt within its jurisdiction and at the national context. In events that we take part in, may it be specifically in Mombasa, we have been part of several beach cleanups. We get to interact with the community. We have been part of the dwellings in Chuda, there's a time we were involved. We partnered with Grateful Hearts organization to do some cleanup, and the people there really felt the impact. We also participate in community social responsibility activities like giving back to the society by visiting children's homes and inspiring the kids there that they can be part of us in future and get to do something for themselves.
Okay, that's today I'm going to say incredible, like incredible, like
Yeah.
times XX. That's really impressive. I mean, doing that to the community, the society, they're also going to know that architecture is something that also can impact them. So maybe let us go back to you as a person, being an architect, an aspiring architect. What are the projects maybe you've done that you've seen that align with the sustainable development goals, or how do you motivate other aspiring architects in your uni to maybe or have they developed something that you've seen that is like outstanding or something like that?
Well, I've been exposed to projects to begin with, projects at school.
Yeah.
We have handled several projects. Recently, we've had a very big design competition in our campus that we will participate in the 5 universities that offer architecture degree in Kenya. All the associations the ASAs were represented. So basically, throughout the design and the completion of and submission of the works, we exercised a lot of sustainability measures that we have studied, and I was glad to be part of that whole project because I got to see that now I'm impacting. Charity begins at home.
True.
So having a design competitions that involves the studio spaces that we study art, every day we are there, and now we are designing a change up there on the rooftop. So it was inspiring, and even getting to be part of the jury critiques, we learned a lot how to implement what you have learned in class and how to get it on site to cause impact after analyzing the various factors that face the site. So other projects, signed projects, I've been engaged in design of a church. After my third year, I began with
Lazima
the church.
turudishe kwa kanisa.
Yeah. And I think that was the turning point, because that's when now I began at least practicing my knowledge and see it being done on projects, like actual projects.
Okay, that's something that is really impressive again. So I don't want to dive into your project,
Yeah.
but I really love to know, like, what was the sustainability aspect that you used in your project, or is it something that it's non-disclosed?
Well, before I forget, I would also want to recognize that the Department of Architecture at Technical University of Mombasa has engaged us students in various projects that impact the Mombasa town. So we happen to do master plans when we are in our 5th year. And the master plan, basically, it encompasses the various parameters that are facing the city and what are the challenges that the occupants are facing. In Mombasa, we know drainage is an issue. In fact, the whole semester we study and do the project and make sure that what we deliver for presentation has kept into consideration the challenges of breathability of spaces the lighting of spaces and the access, the drainage issues. Yeah, because the climate in Mombasa, it's a challenge as as it is. So my slogan is like creating breathable spaces, and that in our projects, that is, nothing gets wasted. If it's matters sourcing the materials and how they come to site, and the waste that's generated and how it's recycled to be used in other activities within the construction of the building. So nothing gets wasted when it comes to sustainability.
So you mentioned that you worked hand in hand with the Mombasa County government. Oh, I miss Nani that.
Yeah.
I misheard that. You worked hand in hand to come up with a certain project.
Well, the governor reached out,
Yeah.
and because he is having a program of Talanta,
Yeah.
so he wanted to get the students involved in actual projects that are impacting the people of Mombasa in his leadership. So there's this competition that we had. We're supposed to design the various streets of Mombasa,
Yeah.
some public spaces, the Mamangina waterfront, the Jomo Kenyatta public beach.
Yeah.
We were now given a challenge to bring our ideas to do something better than the existing one. So the students really came in and participated. I have to mention that students from other universities have heard that even Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology took part. They presented their projects, but unfortunately, we have not seen any efforts of maybe recognizing the people who took part, maybe awarding the winners of the competition. But it was a nice approach when it comes to bringing in the students with their fresh ideas to impact the community. Yeah.
So like so so it was a competition with no prizes.
Well, the prizes were mentioned.
Yeah.
The winner was supposed to be given 200K, but now it never came to be implemented.
So there was no appreciation
Yeah.
for the students who took part
Yeah,
to
yeah.
design the project.
Yeah, and being a team leader of the ASA in our school,
Yeah.
it's a challenge because when now you want to introduce another design competition to the students, and they have this idea in mind that, yeah, this thing is 50-50, you can participate and not get appreciated.
Okay.
So it's kind of like slowing the efforts of bringing the culture of design competitions and the trust that the students would want to build up with the government.
And did you get any pressure from maybe the students, like, we did this competition, you're our leader, what is happening? Or what channel did you use? Because I know it's really a lot of pressure being a leader, and
Yeah.
the rest of the people are depending on you to bring down the communication. So how did you go about the situation? Because it seems like it's so stressful, and you already told me that this is going to bring down the culture of the design competition that you guys are trying to implement right now. Because maybe another time, maybe it's not the government or something else comes up and there's another competition, and the students are needed to apply or maybe to participate. Maybe some of them are going to be reluctant because they saw that there was no fruits in the other competition that happened. So how did you take it, as a leader?
Well, it was a challenge, to be honest, and it really affected the reception of the recently concluded design competition that was now held by the architecture department in our university. It was a challenge to create awareness that now we have this second design competition this year, and we want you to participate, and there are these awards, and now it will be actually like implemented on site. You will see it as you maneuver through Mombasa. So it was a challenge because the students could now tell you that we did a competition. We even used to transnight to meet the deadline, but now,
I even stayed up all night. And I
yeah,
was the winner,
exactly.
like maybe I was the winner and I didn't get anything, no appreciation.
Yeah, actually, even the students
Were
spent.
there recognitions, maybe something like that?
There were no efforts, because the students even spent some resources in terms of getting to site. They need to travel. Some were maybe outside Mombasa, in Nairobi. They need to come to site because the culture of design, you cannot design on a site that you don't have the valid parameters on check. So you have to get to site. So factoring that, the students were really like disappointed.
But I think you have the ASA association. Did it like chip in into something? Because I think they were in talks with the government, with the county government, because I don't think such a competition can be implemented without the association knowing about it, or it was just a random competition.
Well, we did some efforts, but now you know the channel to get to the top. We need first to start with the department. And when we approached the lead architect in the department, he advised us. He's a very humble and generous man, but
Yeah.
he told us that this thing now that it concerns the government, unless we get to reach out to the people themselves. But for me, coming from the institution, like but like it's kind of tricky. So it's something that we have not really followed up on. But I want to challenge them that if they followed up on the recent concluded design competition we have held and the way it has brought many stakeholders on board,
Yeah.
I think they can decide to revive what they started and finish it well.
Or they can decide to keep their promise that they had promised, because it's really it's not a good thing, by the way. It's really sad hearing that.
Yeah, it was.
And I think you've just mentioned that the other competition was successful.
Yeah, the other competition was successful. In fact, the winners are eagerly waiting for the awarding ceremony now.
And their projects are going to be implemented.
Yeah, in fact, the projects that were picked now, the funding will be sourced by the documentation that the winners will provide to the institution.
So I have this weird question.
Yeah.
In a competition, there are always winners and there are those who did not get to be winners.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like calling them losers, Everybody is a winner.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that maybe the jury did not see you best, or
Exactly.
you did not fit in their category of their judging criteria.
Yeah.
So what of these people with these brilliant projects? Are these projects going to just lay on shelves, or what happens with these kind of projects? That
Okay.
maybe they were, because when you go into a competition,
Yeah.
there is a lot of research you guys do so that you can go maybe present that project in front of the jury, and there's a lot of time those people have spent and resources too. So what happens with these projects?
Well, to begin with, design is subjective. So the strength that one sees in a design, when another person comes, he or she will not recognize that. You'll be attracted to a design based with your own school of thought. So that explains why the judgments really shock people.
Yeah.
Because everyone that's participates in a competition, you are like optimistic, like this thing is yours. But now you get to realize that what the judges saw, it's something different. So I saw some efforts. The other teams were approached and requested to submit soft copies of the works that they had presented to the department for them to be used as future resources for maybe reference. And as well, the jury promised to incorporate all the members, especially the ones that won and the one that got the mentions, to be incorporated when the design will start taking shape. So because now the idea was, it's not to maybe actualize just one project that has won. It's to bring the people with the collective ideas together and come up with one thing that is all encompassive. Yeah.
Okay,
A strong design.
that can count as a progress to
Yeah.
the
So no one was left out. Even in the act of participating in the competition itself,
yeah.
many people were inspired by the act of collaboration with the other universities in Nairobi. It was a nice engagement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what I'll dive into right now is architecture or architects. During your your stay in the university, you get to come up with a lot of projects. Maybe there are millions of projects that have come up during people's years in the universities. So what happens to these projects that maybe people came up with, and then you're done with the university? So where does your project go?
Well, to be honest, there's been this culture of disposing projects once you've done with presenting them. So me being a leader, I've faced some challenges, matters creating awareness on the students on how they should preserve these projects. But now they tell you that when I preserve this project, where will I get to showcase it anywhere? Like, because they have not seen that, they have not seen parties like stakeholders in the construction industry getting to reach out to them and requesting to see their projects and maybe to see if the projects can be actualized. So I would want to put across that we want to see that these stakeholders multiply their efforts, because we have seen already some efforts so far, and come to the students. They get to see the works they have done when they are showcasing, of which I want to congratulate the professional body, the Architecture Association of Kenya, Mombasa, because they have been following up on what we have been doing at school. And I feel that if these efforts can go as far as the government doing the same, bringing the professionals that are in the county governments and to see the projects that the students have done, this will be a milestone. Yeah. So it will change that mentality of disposing projects, because everyone will be there and they are optimistic that, hey, my project can be chosen and gotten actualized. So yeah, it will be a shift when it comes to design and the mentality.
Yeah, true. I mean, another thing will be the ARSA is for the architect students, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in the Technical University of Mombasa, there are like 400 or 250 aspiring architects. And are they all in the association? Are they all registered in the association? Or is it something that it's still new? Or there is something you have to do to be onboarded in the association?
Okay, we register new members. To be precise, there's an activity that has been ongoing, because the first years have been reporting from Monday.
Yeah.
So we set up some desks on the gates to maybe register a few numbers. So the culture is that you get to create awareness among the students of the existence of our association and the benefits that come in. So they consider, do we want to be part of this association? Will we secure internship opportunity in an easier way when we are part of the associations? So now when they get to realize that being in an association gives you strength and determines your future, they join. But to be honest, not everyone who joins, but we even host events and welcome members who are not part of ASA, because they're in the department and we cannot seclude them.
True.
Yeah.
And maybe do you guys also take members who are not from the same university, maybe just to join the association. Maybe let's say I was an alumni at Technical University of Mombasa.
Yeah.
I did architecture, but maybe at that period I wasn't well informed, or maybe my choices weren't right.
Yeah.
So I've come out here. I have hustled maybe 2-3 years, and I feel like I want to go back and join the association. Is that possible for that person to come back and join the association?
Yes, we have a mechanism put in place whereby, in fact, we give a priority for the alumni, the people who have recently graduated and left us. We reach out to them in the field, in the offices they are working at, and we create awareness on the existence of ASA. And I want to especially recognize 2 alumni who have been in support of our endeavors ever since we started our leadership. That is graduate architect Oscar Wachirangari. He has an office at Amal Plaza, Nyali, and he's going on well. He gets to mentor us in our events and tells us the transition between the studies and the outside world and how he has managed. And also the CEO, City Reality KE, Tyson Murimi. He has also been a supportive alumni. So, in fact, to be honest, people who really follow up on the continuity of the association, it's the people who have recently left the school. And also the President Emeritus, Stephen, he really encourages the ASA spirit. And when they get opportunities out there, they bring them to our campus. And even if it's small design projects, they feel that the students can participate. Okay. They create awareness outside there, then they come and bring the students on board. So they are sort of a bridge. Yeah.
Everything is hard work, yeah?
Yeah.
So let us just now talk about you as Munene, as Ian, as an architect freelancer. I think you forgot to tell us that you're a freelancer architect. As a freelancer, as an architect, as a student, as a student leader, you have got your own social life. You've got, you've got your own life, but you have these many hats that you wear. How do you go about that? And as you also do the freelancing architect that you've refused to tell us about. And I'm insisting here. How do you go about it? Like, do you have a name out there as Ian Munene, or is there something, or do you have a company or something like that that you've branded yourself?
Okay. I'd want to first react to the fact that I'm trying to run away from saying that I'm a freelance architect. Okay, you see, the culture is, after you graduate, you need to practice under a licensed professional for you now to secure a license. So, yes, I'm a freelance architect, but I'm under some key industry players. No, it's okay. Actually, I'm trying to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have a brand. I associate myself with my brand, even as I approach my mentor architects, which is Arc Tranquil Designs.
Yeah.
And so how I strike a balance. Some things need grit. Greatness requires internal toughness.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's overwhelming.
True.
Actually, I'm not a man of many friends because I tend to be so active in the various sectors that you have mentioned. But I just strike a balance and keep pushing. Because you know, like, if something is working out for you, you cannot say that this is affecting this. So if it's working out, I just gather the courage and keep pushing. And striking the balance is my culture.
Okay. You're speaking like a true leader, eh? The president, the leadership in you. So let us just move out of this professionalism part of you. Like, as Ian Munene, what do you do for fun?
Okay.
Apart from this architect, because we've been talking about architect. We want to see the fun side of you. Like, what do you do for fun? What's your hobby? What do you like to do maybe when you're free? And
Okay, as Ian, I'm a traveler.
Okay.
When the opportunity to travel shows up, I'm the first person to present my name. So I do like traveling a lot.
Utatukimbia wewe.
I do swimming as well. It's my
Okay.
hobby. The other thing is I like archery. Like it's an hobby I'm developing. I'm maybe looking forward to trying, like even competing as a good archery person. Like yeah, like I like the culture of aiming at things and getting them. So I think that's when the passion of using the bow and arrow came up.
Okay, so that's really impressive. I mean, that's another side that we never saw. I
Yeah.
didn't think that you can become a swimmer and also a politician. Anyway,
Yeah.
so where do you see Ian in the next 2 years, maybe, or three?
Okay. The next few years, my first uh, aim is to get to expand my leadership capabilities. I wanted to test the waters and maybe try to become the president of the whole campus this year. But I have had some efforts of some people who want to push elections further. I want to advise them that they need to face us at the ballot and not to extend the election period. Real leaders are courageous and they're open for collaborations with other new minds. Because me, from where I sit, I feel that there are more connections and collaboration with the industry out here that are at bay when I'm not sitting on that position. Because I've already made a change for the department. Now the students can easily secure internship and attachment opportunities. So now I want to extend these to the whole campus and all the products of the Technical University of Mombasa. Okay, the other thing is to grow my brand. I want to collaborate with many colleagues. They can be Gen Zs or even millennials, but just collaboration in people in my field so that we work on building the trust in the public in matters on how we approach our projects in a significant way, aligned to breathable spaces and sustainability, which is the key goal, even of the startup hustle. They have
Okay.
they are oriented in that direction.
Yeah.
The other thing is creating the ATD Foundation. I want to inspire younger minds and brilliant minds and get to reach out to the community out there and impact them positively with what I've gained through my years of experience.
Okay, so Ian, I'm giving you this 1 or 30 seconds to tell all the architects out there, one word of inspiration.
Or one word.
Or maybe a sentence.
Okay. To all the architects out there, especially those in their years of gaining experience in school, the recently fresh graduates, I want to inspire them and tell them that making yourself known, working on your network, and getting the right mentors in this field will get you far. As well, I want to get to reach out to the industry professionals out there. I want them to challenge them that they have to cultivate this culture of becoming real mentors. They should not see the Gen Zs as threats when they come to their field with fresh ideas, but they should give them a shoulder and carry them and show them what the field needs so that we also grow our brands and get to be great people like them because we are inspired by them and we also want to become like them. So they should have that culture of welcoming us in the field.
Spoken like a true president. So where can we find you? Yeah, I mean, where can we find your work? Where can we find you personally, maybe in the social media platforms out there?
Okay, I have a TikTok account.
You also do TikTok.
Well, my TikTok is, in fact, when you get to Tranquil Designs, that's the name.
Okay.
You'll just see the projects I've visualized and you'll get to like them maybe. I'm also having an Instagram account where I've also showcased my projects at Ian Munene _37. Yeah, that account has my projects that I've worked on, and has also the photos of me and the few events that I've participated in the Architecture Students Association so far.
Okay, that's impressive. I mean, we're going to tag you along with this episode. And thank you very much for having us. And thank you very much for sharing your inspiring story. And also, you've really taught us a lot about the architecture world. And I really appreciate that. You also coming in.
Yeah, you're so much welcome. From where I sit, as I represent the students, the ASA Kenya is well represented here. May it be ASA JKUAT, ASA KU, ASA UN, ASA TUK, and ASA TUM, and the ASA Kenya at large. We are grateful for this opportunity, and we want to put out special thanks to the Startup Hustle podcast.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor, like being part of this, and seeing that they have a direction of sustainability goals, which we are taught at school and which we really carry out in our projects as designers. It's something that is inspiring the ASA Kenya.
Okay, and we are so privileged to host the president, you know. So guys, thank you very much for being here, and I hope you guys have heard him. He's Ian Munene. Do not forget to follow him on all social media platforms, and don't forget also to follow us on all social media platforms, especially at Startup Hustle Podcast on YouTube. I'm your host, Veronica Nzu, and see you in our next episode.